The old king just couldn't accept that his daughter had actually sworn to marry a stove. It was absolutely ridiculous, all because the princess got lost in the forest when she was sad and helpless. A talking big iron stove offered to help her get back to the castle, but the stove had one condition. The princess had to bring a knife back after returning to the castle to carve a hole in the stove and then swear to marry it. Hearing that she had to marry a stranger, the princess was very resistant. The iron stove got anxious and emitted flames and smoke. He said he was trapped inside the stove and hoped the princess could save him. The princess was scared but wanted to go home, so she reluctantly agreed to the stove's request. Then, led by the mice, the princess successfully returned to the castle. But the king was convinced that the stove must be a monster. So the next day, the king sent a maid to wear the princess's clothes and take a knife to the stove's location. But the stove immediately recognized that the person who came wasn't the real princess, so the princess decided to go as agreed. She remembered that the stove didn't even want to crush a little flower, which meant that whoever was trapped inside the stove must be a kind person. Soon the princess arrived as promised. She tried hard to carve a hole in the stove